There's no
Well, it's noon and it's Thursday matinee, and I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. And this show is all about the arts in Santa Clarita. My first guest is from the city of Santa Clarita. His name is Jeff Barber, and he is an arts and events supervisor. Jeff, so you're going to tell us all about the neat things that are going on in our community that generate through the arts and events department for the city of Santa Clarita. So what are we going to start out with?
Oh gosh, I think we should start out with all the exhibitions that are going on right now around town.
Okay.
We have quite a few venues, so I thought I would just talk about some of those exhibits. And I guess we'll start at City Hall.
Oh, good.
Starting on August 16th, so next week, we will have an exhibit called Visit Santa Clarita. It's a graphic design exhibition. These are pieces that students from College of the Canyons were assigned to create travel posters using graphic design. So the exhibit features...
Was it a competition or something?
No, it was just a project for the classes. We have 3 years of the class represented. There's 40 pieces.
Wow.
And, so that's going to be fun. It's a nice collaboration with College of the Canyons, their graphics and multimedia department.
And so people take courses and they become part of this, or how does that work for them?
For them, we just hooked up with Professor Jenkins over there who runs that program. He thought it would be nice to showcase all the works in some sort of format, and we have quite a few venues, so we thought...
So it's a win-win. Yeah,
definitely.
Excellent.
And so we'll have a reception on September 12th. And invite the artists and have entertainment and light hors d'oeuvres and all of that, and that's free to the public. So that's our first exhibit, which is at First Floor Gallery, which is located at City Hall.
That's always a nice exhibit, and I know the event where you have the hors d'oeuvres and so forth, and is something really people should attend. If you haven't been there, you should definitely go for this, and that's September the 12th. And what time is it? What are the hours for that?
7 o'clock. So we do 7 to 9 for that reception. And again, everyone is invited to that, so come on out and enjoy the art and some entertainment and some light hors d'oeuvres. So then we should go across the street from City Hall to Westfield Valencia Town Center, where we have a few exhibits there. We just installed a new exhibition on the community wall, which is upstairs from the carousel on the second level, kind of on your way out to the patios near the Diggett store. There's a large wall there that the mall has let us curate for exhibitions.
Right.
And so we have an exhibit called Representing Student Artists of the New Hall School District.
Yeah.
And John Fossa puts together a show, and all the students participate in various themes and mediums, and he puts together this giant show with hundreds of pieces of art. And so we asked him, we thought it'd be fun to showcase some of that art on the community wall. And so John selected 35 pieces.
And I'm sure that all the elementary schools are represented within the New Hall district.
They are.
That's one thing about all of the school districts, but especially I think the New Hall district. They're very aware of the importance of art. Not that all of our districts are not, but they especially have a long time history of being involved in the arts.
Definitely, and thanks to John Fossa, who runs the program.
Right.
He's very motivated to get the kids into art. And so we have 35 pieces of art from a variety of age groups and subject matter and mediums there. And that will be on the community wall until November 21st.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll also have a reception for that exhibition, as well as 2 others. We're kind of combining exhibitions for receptions over at the mall. So we'll have a reception on October 10th for that.
For the student artwork from the New Hall School District, right? And that is once again. Tell us where it is within the mall there.
We call the space the community wall,
Uh-huh.
and that's right on the second floor, right above where the carousel is.
Right.
On your way out towards the patios and that kind of corridor hallway area.
Yeah, when you go out on the left, you see Diggett, and you see the big dinosaur thing there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, kids know exactly where that is.
Yep.
So they will gravitate there. So that's really going to be fun. And then what else do we have going on?
And then across from that exhibit is another little space that the mall has allowed us to use. And by the way, I think every time on your show I thank the mall, but we have to thank Westfield Valencia Town Center.
That's true. Yes.
Because they've given us all these spaces to exhibit art, which is I think very important, very cool on their part to allow us to do that. So across from the community wall is a space, little rental space that they're not renting currently, and they're letting us curate, and that's called, we call it Small Space Big Stories Gallery. So it's a small space, so there's not a lot of art you can put in there, but we try to put together shows that are
generate a big
solo
story.
shows, or very interesting subject matter. And currently we have a show featuring the photography of Ted Dayton.
Yes, I've seen that.
Wonderful local photographer. He went out and photographed all the bridges in Santa Clarita, and he called the show Beauty is a Bridge. And so that is in the Small Space Big Stories Gallery. I think there's about 20 pieces there of various sizes.
Right, all different angles. And it's just,
right.
It's really just incredible.
Yeah, and the idea is just, you can take something like a bridge and find some fascinating angles, or
if you focus
just pay attention.
If you really pay attention, and that's the one thing that artists do, and this, especially with photography, you can demonstrate that very fact. But if you just focus on one particular area, and you really focus long enough, you see it in the same way that a photographer actually takes a picture. And so it's a wonderful thing to be able to do that. And that's really why photography is a very important artistic quality.
I agree. That exhibit will be up until September 18th in that spot, and then we'll be changing that out. And we'll have a show called Wildlife Encounters, which will be another photography show.
Well, we're going to hear about Wildlife Encounters after we take a break, and this is your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
Hi, I'm Paul Cass, and I am the advisor to a wonderful group at Placerita Junior High School known as KidFlix Video Production. And you are watching SCV TV, local television for Santa Clarita.
Hi, I'm Dan Strickland, General Manager at Nissan Valencia, home to the $99 down delivers. I'm standing next to two of my most favorite vehicles, the completely redone 2013 Altima with its unbelievable 38 miles to the gallon, and the 2012 fully electric Leaf. It goes 100 miles for under $5. Here at Nissan of Valencia, not only do we have some of the lowest prices on our new Nissans, but we also have extremely low prices on our vast inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Come see us at the all-new Nissan of Valencia, home to the $99 down delivers.
Escape reality at the Ivy Day Spa in Valencia. Relax your mind in our tranquil solarium. Unwind during your VIP massage. Rejuvenate with advanced diamond tip microdermabrasion, or choose from a variety of facial treatments. For a unique spa experience, visit the Grotto, where you'll enjoy a full-body exfoliating scrub in an exotic setting. Schedule your escape today and receive a 50% discount on a VIP Grotto experience with your next full-service treatment at the Ivy Day Spa in Valencia.
Well, hello again. You're listening to Thursday Matinee, and I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. And I've been talking to Jeff Barber. He's the supervisor of arts and events for the city of Santa Clarita. He was telling us about a couple of wonderful events that are about to take place. And just during the break, we were talking about the venue that the city actually had. What is it? 135.
Space 135.
Space 135 that will no longer be happening, right? So we better warn people that when they go there to
right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but again, Westfield Valencia Town Center was great for letting us use that space.
135.
Space 135. And that was the exhibit that we collaborated with CalArts, the character animation department. So the last day of that exhibit was yesterday, unfortunately. We'll be taking the art down, and that space is going to be rented. I'm not sure who the renter is, but we kind of knew that going in that they would allow us to use the space until it was rented, and then we would get some warning to to remove. But it just happened that the exhibit was ending this weekend anyway, so it worked out okay. I'm fine. So.
Perfect timing. So I'm sure another venue will come up, and the city is always very good at that and discovering those. And it's a wonderful idea, and we will continue doing that probably.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure something will pop up, and we'll activate a space.
Well, great. And now we've talked about a couple of things that are going to be happening. Now, what else are we going to talk about here?
We have one more exhibit to talk about, which is the Town Center Arts Space, which is near Sicily. Again, Westfield has allowed us to use this 20 by 20
Just
foot
as you
space.
enter the Westfield.
Exactly. And that space, we primarily have a lot of sculptural shows. In fact, the next show coming up in early October will be wood sculpture by Jim Backman. But however, right now we have the Congressional Art Competition, which you're familiar with.
Yes, I am.
So we have student art there from the Congressional Art Competition 2012. And that's pretty exciting artwork there. And I believe there's a dozen pieces on art walls in that space right now, and they'll be on display until October 1st.
For people listening that are not familiar with that particular event, the Congressional Art Competition, there's a space, actually it's a tunnel between the Senate and the House of Representatives in Washington, D.C., where artwork is displayed. And there is a spot there that from Santa Clarita. So this will be seen for 1 year, and this is something that Congressman McKeon's office has worked with KHTS and a number of different other people and the city of Santa Clarita to make happen. And it's just a wonderful thing for students and for our community, and it's always well received within each and every school site. So it's next year. I don't know when they start doing this, but
I don't either.
But it seems like they start early, and so look for that. And Jeff was just telling us where we can see this work, and that is right there at the
Town Center Art Space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are the exhibits currently that are around town at the moment. So I have some other stuff I'd love to talk about. It seems like we've been working on these next three projects for about 2 years, and then all of them are coming to fruition at the same time, which is
September, October,
logistical
like that, right?
challenge for me and city staff and everything. But we'll get it done. And the first piece I'd like to talk about is a swallowtail butterfly. It's a large metal sculptural piece that will be in front of Central Park, on the median in front of Central Park. And that was a piece that was selected by the Arts Commission, and I think probably 2 years ago.
Yes, no, it's a beautiful piece.
And we're getting ready to install that piece. We're figuring out how to do that safely, and then the artist is finishing up on the coloring on the butterfly, and then we'll figure out our schedule as far as logistics and getting that.
Well, the city has
put on
to
the
the city has to think about a lot of things, and not just the artistic aspect of things, but I mean the size and
breakaway and wind
metal
shear
sculpture and things like that, right?
Indeed, yeah.
And
there's a lot to think about for safety and
potential weathering factors and so
exactly.
forth. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's really very interesting. So let's take a break now, and then we'll come back and we'll discuss this actual event and some more. This is your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
Hi, this is Katie Moffett, and you're watching SCV TV, local television for Santa Clarita.
In conclusion, our database management solution promises a 23% return in the first year alone.
In conclusion, our database management solution promises a 23% return in the first year alone.
In conclusion, our database management solution promises a 23% return in the first year alone.
Will they remember you? Everything is image, and you need your image on everything. For the most cost-effective solution, visit AmericanLogosForYou.com to put the name you choose on the things you choose. Advertise your company, promote your school, commemorate your family reunion. The possibilities are endless. Visit AmericanLogosForYou.com because everything is image.
I can't grasp why, but Bob's pitch seemed on target somehow.
Right. I can't put my finger on it, but Bob was memorable.
I agree. Bob's pitch made the right impression.
Let's award the contract to Bob then.
Make sure people remember you. Visit AmericanLogosForYou.com because everything is image.
The Donut Inn on Soledad Canyon Road has a new name, California Bakery and Cafe. You still get the donuts, hot chocolate and fresh squeezed juices, the sandwiches, croissants, and our famous tamales. But you'll also get cakes for parties, celebrations, and major events. Our unique bread baskets offer a one-of-a-kind gift, all with the personal service you have come to expect for the last 35 years. Get a cup of coffee and a Danish 24 hours a day. California Bakery and Cafe.
Well, hello and welcome back to Thursday Matinee. I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, and we're talking to Jeff Barber from the city of Santa Clarita. And there's all kinds of art that we can see around Santa Clarita. We're talking about a couple of new things that are coming up real soon, right? Long time in the making or something.
Long time in planning, definitely,
yeah.
And
Right.
we're at the home stretch, and all three of these projects will be completed and installed in the next, I would say, 4 weeks.
And where will they be installed, for instance?
The butterfly that we've talking about, which the artist is named...
It's about 7 feet tall, right?
Yes, about 7 feet tall, about 15 feet or 16 feet long.
And the artist's name is?
LT Mustard Seed. Great artist. She's got a great reputation, has art all over Southern California, really the nation, and very whimsical style. So I think people are going to love the piece.
Yeah, I think so too.
Central
It's
Park.
just amazing. And Central Park.
Yeah.
Ideal for this piece. Now, there's something else that that's the stroll along the South Fork Trail, right?
Yes, that project, again, we've been working on for about 2 years now, and with CalArts and the integrated media class, that's a class that takes students from various disciplines and puts them together and creates projects. Typically, their projects are based on sound and gameplay. So this piece, Stroll, is an audio what they call a sonic intervention, and the idea is we are transporting people to different parts of the world with different sounds. So 14 students and faculty really recorded sounds all over the world to include in this project. We have Icelandic poetry.
No, I know. I love that one. I really do.
We did a test with the devices, and that sound kept on coming up. It just took over. It was
we saw the
funny.
demonstration at the Arts Commission meeting, and since then it's just been we talk about it all the time. We're anticipating this and waiting for it because it's a really wonderful thing, especially if you're hiking or walking and to come across something like this.
Yes,
extraordinary.
And there will be some signage, so you're coming into some area where there's something that's going to happen and give you a sense
Sounds
of what
from
you're
Brazil
supposed to do.
or India or Nepal or something.
And we have 6 units that will be on the South Fork Trail between Valencia Boulevard and the Paseo that is near, I guess, the Cadillac dealership, I think, on Creekside is where that kind of path leads to the trail. So there'll be 6 units along that area, and again, the idea is to transport you to a different part of the earth at a different time, and the sounds, you have to guess in some cases what they are. Some will be obvious. There'll be some poetry or music, but others, for instance, there's sounds of a ship on the Mediterranean, all this creaking noise. And you have no idea what it is unless you were told, but it's kind of pretty interesting to think that someone was on a ship recording this sound in the Mediterranean, and now it's on the South Fork Trail.
Yeah, who
and you're
would imagine
able to
that?
listen to it.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's really interesting, and that should happen when?
We have our game plan as far as how we're installing and everything, and we're just waiting for our parks guys to schedule that into their schedules.
Right.
And we're thinking probably in about 3 weeks we'll be installing that, and we'll have a reception probably for that kind of a collaborative reception with CalArts folks in probably October, I think, or maybe later September. So, but we're thrilled to be working with CalArts. We've done a few projects with them. This and the animation show, and we've had them at events and stuff. So it's been fun to work with those folks up there.
It is. It is. It's always great to involve CalArts in all that we do, because really that CalArts puts us on the map in many ways.
Definitely.
So so this is happening, and then what else do we have, Jeff?
And then we have another piece that it will be installed on the South Fork Trail, right at the Paseo Bridge, actually. It's a piece by Scott Bruckner, a large wooden sculpture that he created, abstract
He's
sculpture.
a past president of the Artists Association, I
Correct.
believe. Yes.
Yes.
And so he does wonderful work, not only sculpture, he does a lot of different kinds of work.
Yes, and so this piece is roughly about 16 feet high. It's about 80, 90 pounds. The wood is...
Probably about what Peter weighs, right?
Yeah. It's made from redwood, and there's another wood, and I can't think of the other wood. At any rate, we'll be... we're
Hollywood.
We're working on... we have the location selected, and we're working again with schedules. We have the game plan from our building and safety folks about how to install this to their specifications, and we should be doing that within, again, the next 3 weeks. So all this planning for 2 years, and then everything just comes at the same time. So, but that's okay. We can handle that.
Definitely can handle it. And, you know, if you haven't been to one of these openings, you should really go, because it's really quite an experience. And the city goes all out, and it's really very, very well attended. And it's very interesting because you get to see it the first time, and it's really its official presentation. So there are 3 pieces that will all happen probably this fall sometime.
Yep, definitely. Within, you know, I would imagine in 5 weeks for sure, all of those will be up and for people to experience.
Well, we look forward to it, and I know you'll come back and you'll tell us exactly when it will be, too.
Definitely.
All right. Now, so I know that there are a lot of other things going on. There's census.
Right, next Thursday, census, 7 to 11 in Newhall on Main Street. And that is a rockabilly theme.
I was wondering what the theme is.
Yeah,
rockabilly. All right.
Rockabilly. So we'll have some classic cars out there, and of course you'll be able to have dinner too, because we'll have several food trucks. There'll be some live model shots, pinup model shoots going on.
Right.
With,
this is always well attended, but people who don't know about this happens in Old Town Newhall, and they block off the streets, and this is what is it, once a month, isn't it?
Once a month, yeah.
Right. And so what time, what's the hours of census?
7 to 11 in Newhall, and again, it's free. And if we have a bar on the street, and like I said, the food trucks, and you just get a wristband if you're of age, and it's like a street party theme.
And there's always a theme, yeah. It involves music, of course.
And we're doing something different this next Thursday. Usually we just have one band that plays 2 sets, but this time we have 3 bands playing. So there'll be 3 bands playing 40-minute sets.
Yeah, I was going to say, they're not going to be playing at the same time, right?
No. So yeah, we'll start right out at 7 o'clock, and that's with a band called Hard Six.
Yes, okay, but one's called Hard Six.
And then the Dusk Devils will be playing. That's headed up by a woman named Jenny Angel. And then
As opposed to Johnny Angel.
Right, and then the last band is Blue Collar Combo.
Oh, that's good.
So a bunch of nice rockabilly alt-country bands playing.
You got to love rockabilly. You got to love census, and we got to love Jeff Barber from the city of Santa Clarita. We thank you for coming and telling us all about these neat things that are happening right here in our town.
Hi, I'm Miles McNamara, and you're watching SCV TV, local television for Santa Clarita.
Scratch Golf Accelerated, Santa Clarita's unique indoor golf training and fun center. We have great programs for kids and adults of all levels. Rain or shine, we're here to improve your golf game and have fun doing it.
It's great to practice with just the girls at Scratch.
We enjoy playing in the adult league at night. It's a great time.
And they make it so much fun for the kids too.
We love Scratch!
Come see us at Scratch.
Did you know SCV TV reaches over 250,000 people in the Santa Clarita Valley? SCV-TV's sports and event coverage has audiences in the tens of thousands. SCVTV.com has nearly 200,000 page views a month, and no other Santa Clarita media outlet has more friends on Facebook than SCV-TV. Can you imagine what it would mean to your business if your message reached all those people? If you need to generate more local business, or if you would like to uniquely position your company within the community, then consider SCV-TV in your marketing campaign. SCV-TV, the only local television for Santa Clarita.
Well, there is no business like show business right here in the Santa Clarita Valley, and I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, and this, of course, is Thursday Matinee, and our next guest is Brett Vogel, brought to me by my friend Gary Heidkamp. Gary, how you doing, buddy?
Fine, thank you.
Great. I bet you just can't wait till our next Arts Commission meeting, right?
I'm waiting.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know you're waiting. You go to every single Arts Commission meeting, and we're very thrilled that you do. And, you know, you're involved in the arts in our community, and you stay involved always. And you have brought me a wonderful musician, and tell us a little bit about him.
Well, I haven't known him for a long time, but I know he performs at Salt Creek, and I go there often. And we enjoy his music and entertainment.
Well, we do. How are you doing? It's Brett Vogel. How are you doing, Brett?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you. How are you?
I'm well, too. So tell us a little bit about you and how you got involved in music and those kinds of things.
Well, my musical journey started when I was, 14 years old. I picked up the guitar. The Dave Matthews Band originally inspired me to purchase my first instrument. And
well, we won't talk about that kind of inspiration, but yeah, that must have been something.
Yes. So I grew up in Rockford, Illinois.
Uh-huh.
And I released an album about 8 years ago called Lonely Traveler. You can
Wow.
find it on iTunes and all over the internet.
Oh, that's great.
And yes, I actually won a couple awards. I won a Song of the Year back in Rockford, Illinois for my song No Grace and Goodbyes. And I also won Artist of the Year, new Artist of the Year, back in Rockford.
Yeah.
Which is about 60 miles west of the Chicago area.
Now, did you bring us a CD today?
I did not.
Oh, okay. So we're just going to hear.
I don't have any left. I sold them all.
We're going to hear live music then, right?
Live music.
All
That's
right.
where it's at.
That is really where it's at. So let's talk a little. How'd you end up in L.A.?
I ended up in L.A. I picked a day, which was, I still remember the day. It was August 11th.
Which is coming up tomorrow or the next day. The next day. It's Saturday.
Yes. And I told my family I was going to leave and drive across the country.
Oh my gosh.
And nobody believed me. And they thought I was going to back out, chicken out.
If you see this guy, he looks like about 16 years old already. Still, you know.
Yeah, so I kept my word, and I left on August 11th, and I jumped in the car with my guitar and my clothes and drove across the country.
All right.
And I ended up in South Central, believe it or not.
Oh my gosh. So you learned a lot quickly, right?
I did.
How to survive. Well, we're glad that you're part
Definitely.
of our community, and that I know I haven't seen you sing over at Salt Creek, but I certainly did hear you sing at a fundraiser, and I know that you are a tremendously talented person, and so we'll talk a little bit more with you, and after the break, come back and listen to your music.
Perfect.
Gary, now, I know that you're very involved in a lot of things locally, and music also, right? And so tell us a little bit about that, your involvement in music and sound and so forth.
Well, I try to help out people that need equipment repaired. I do a lot of work for various agencies, and I'm pretty much tied into the music community as far as seeing them progress and be better at what they do, and hopefully be around a long time to show us some new music.
Well, I know, and that music is very important in all of our lives, and I think actually Brett understands that clearly, and it definitely is guiding his life here and what he wants to do. Now, what Brett, I know that you have a lot of ambitions, and people always like to tie you down to what you would call your style of music, which a lot of times, if you're interested in, you have an eclectic interest in all kinds of music, so it's hard to tie you down. So, for instance, we were just talking about Senses, and they're every third Thursday or second Thursday, I think it's second Thursday of the month in Old Town New Hall. There's this event, and they always have music, and the theme this week is rockabilly. So
Rockabilly?
yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to go there tonight, it's a nice place to go, right?
Awesome.
Yeah. So you might check that out.
Well, Johnny Cash, he wouldn't be considered rockabilly.
There, of course, yeah.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. So so we can't really tie you down to a style, right?
Well, I mean, I do play the acoustic guitar, so I feel it's more organic, and it just comes natural to me. As far as the senses go, I mean, I love it up against my body. I can feel it resonate when I'm playing. There's nothing like putting a new set of strings on the guitar. Just inspires me to sing.
Now, do you play in a group, or you play by yourself, or both?
I do both. I do both. It really just depends on the venue, and it depends on what the I guess the client calls for.
Well, for instance, at Salt Creek.
At Salt Creek, I do 50% of the shows on my own, just as a solo singer songwriter, and I have brought in a percussionist. I brought in a saxophone player. I've had a bass player, lead guitar. So I do love the camaraderie of performing with other musicians. I miss that. It's a little scary sometimes by yourself.
Yeah.
All you have is your voice and your guitar, so I'm always, please keep the voice. Don't get sick.
You can't sink into the distance, right?
Exactly.
Paul, he's a good Beatles song performer too.
Oh, really?
There's a lot of good Beatles songs.
Oh, wow, that's good. Everybody likes that.
Well, you can't go wrong with the Beatles.
No, they're always popular, and everybody, especially in Santa Clarita, I know that people, a lot of groups that actually that's all they do. In fact, they're devoted so much to the Beatles, they just perform Beatles music, but very popular.
You hit a broad spectrum of people with the Beatles. I mean, from old to young.
Yeah,
across the board.
Yeah. Their popularity just says it all and does it all.
Of course, he throws a Neil Diamond in there once in a while too.
Yeah, I don't have the baritone though. I can get down there, but not Neil Diamond low.
Not that low. Okay, well, we're going to hear it in another 3 or 4 minutes. We got about 30 seconds here. So besides Salt Creek, can you perform anywhere else locally? Or
locally, here in the Santa Clarita Valley, we did the cancer benefit.
Right.
I do quite a few private parties. Salt Creek is the one venue up here in Santa Clarita Valley, though, that I play up there 2 to 3 times a month. And if you haven't checked out Salt Creek, it's a great spot, great staff, friendly service, awesome
Is this
food.
on Sundays or?
They have live music every Friday and Saturday, and they incorporate a few local artists, and they try to rotate the artists.
Okay.
Every other week or so.
So we'll look for you. Brett Vogel. We'll take a little break now and be right back. This is your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
Hi, I'm Roger Martin, and you're watching SCV TV, local television for Santa Clarita.
When someone abducts a child, they're not about to advertise it. But we will. Sign up at wirelessamberalerts.org to get free Amber Alert text messages on your cell phone. Wireless Amber Alerts. A child is calling for help.
Today I'm going to talk about Patty. Patty's best characteristics, she's stupid and ugly. Everything she does is ugly. Watch her eat. Watch her stuff her face. Look at her, greasy hair, dirty fingernails. It makes me want to vomit. Get a life, Patty. Thank you.
Hello and welcome back to Thursday Matinee. I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, and I'm visiting with Brett Vogel, a local accomplished singer and songwriter who's gonna sing a song for us live right here, right now. It's In Too Deep. Here we go, Brett Vogel.
I thought by now I'd have a family of my own,
a little house with a garden and a place to call home. But my heart breaks every time that I'm in too deep. Lately, I just don't feel like me. I'm so proud. My parents, they got it right. I'm hoping someday I'll get my time. LA is killing me, just like they said that it would. Sweet home Chicago, I'd come back if I could. And my heart breaks every time that I'm in too deep. Lately, I just don't feel like me. I'm so proud. My parents, they got it right. I'm hoping someday I'll get my time. Restless and lonely, just wanna get back to God. And my heart breaks every time that I'm in too deep. Lately, I just don't feel like me. I'm so proud. My parents, they got it right. I'm hoping someday I'll get my time.
All right. Very good, Brett. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for singing that. This is obviously
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's your song, and so now we know you have a CD. And how do we find that? How do we?
Well, I do have a
hear your music?
website. It's brettvogelmusic.com.
Mhm.
The CD is available on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby. If you Google my name, it comes up under 700 different websites.
And is this the Lonely Traveler that you were telling me about, or is there another one?
That is the one.
Okay. And now I understand that No Grace is Goodbyes. That's a particular song that you won an award for.
Correct. No Grace and Goodbyes. I did win Song of the Year back in Rockford, Illinois for No Grace and Goodbyes. And that one can be found on iTunes as well. I do also have a blog on my website, and I write about various topics on the blog. I don't know if anybody reads it, but
blogs are like that. That's what they're for.
Right.
So yeah, right.
It's funny. I'll post on there, and you
never know.
Nobody really responds. So
well, that happens, and then a lot of people don't want to respond, or
it's
but
okay.
you never know how many people actually are really
Right.
have seen it or heard it or and so forth.
People are shy.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Facebook or anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah. People.
I was a little shy to come on here today.
Well, I'm glad you did. So tell me about the Albatross, which is something you're working on now, or is that completed?
I'm working on it now. I do have about 20 songs, new originals that.
Is the Albatross itself a song in itself, or is that just the title that you gave for
the Albatross is a song.
Okay.
Itself. It will be on the new album. I did take quite a bit of a hiatus from the music industry. 3 years. I wasn't playing out much, and now I'm back in full force. So I'm hoping to get these great songs recorded so everybody can hear them.
Well, we're hoping too, because you have a great sound, a beautiful voice, and
thank you.
We'll talk more about that, and we'll take a break now and be right back. This is your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
Hello, I'm City Councilman Bob Keller, and you're watching SCV TV, local television for Santa Clarita.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
Where have you been?
I lost my cat.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, so I made this cat magnet to try and get him back.
Cool. Does it work?
Kinda.
Nice.
Yeah, but that's not my cat. Gotta keep working on it. See ya.
Yeah.
Anything's possible. Keep thinking. Get started on your own inventions or just play some games at inventnow.org.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wanna know what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle.
The odds of a child being in a Broadway show are 1 in 11,000. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 166. The odds say it's time to listen. To learn the signs of autism, visit autismspeaks.org.
Hello again. This is Thursday Matinee. I'm Paul Strickland, your host on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS, and we're talking and visiting with and listening to the music of Brett Vogel, his own original music. He plays locally. Currently he's playing at Salt Creek, and so it's really, really fun to hear his music. He has some CDs, and we heard one song. Now we're going to hear what?
Crazy About a Girl.
Crazy About a Girl. All right. Here we go. Brett Vogel.
Everyone's crazy about a girl sometime.
That's right. Definitely.
And darling, it's no surprise I care more than you, 'cause the feeling in your eyes is oh somewhat skewed. The laughter along the way has dissipated slow. Better catch me before I leave, please catch me before I go. Oh life has got me in a whirl. Oh life has got me in a whirl. Sometimes I feel like crying to release a little rain, but my tear ducts keep denying, and I'm always giving in. Do you ever think about me? Well, I got feelings too. Sometimes it's all about me, this time it's about you. Oh life has got me in a whirl. Oh life has got me in a whirl. Now it's time to be honest, that's what I'm gonna do. Why you always gotta be so short and rude? 'Cause I've given you all I have, my whole heart and soul. I know now you don't feel the same, and baby it's time to go. Oh life has got me in a whirl. Oh life has got me in a whirl. Oh life has got me in a whirl. I'm crazy about a girl. I'm crazy I'm crazy about a girl. Oh, no, 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 love, it's over, never over till I say it is. It's over, never till I say it is. Oh, life has got me in a whirl. Oh, life has got me in a whirl. Sometimes I feel like crying to release a little rain, but my tear ducts keep denying. I'm always giving in. Oh, life has got me in a whirl. Oh, life has got me in a whirl. Oh, life has got me in a whirl. I'm crazy about a girl.
All right. Brett Vogel, Crazy About a Girl.
Thank you.
And we can hear Brett at Salt Creek, and I actually heard you sing at an event, a local fundraising event for breast cancer. And you were saying right now, right from here, you're going on to...
I'm going down to the Children's Hospital down on Sunset Boulevard to sing for the children.
That's great. Good
Yes.
for you. All right. So that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all
yeah.
about, giving back,
Giving
and that's
back,
what
right.
the arts are really about.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're very appreciative of you. Now, tell you're also available to work fundraisers. Now, how do people get in touch with you?
absolutely, there is a contact form on the website, BrettVogelmusic.com.
You want to spell Brett Vogel because
It's
sometimes
absolutely
people won't spell
it's
it.
Brett. It's BRETT, so 2 T's, and my last name is Vogel. It's V as in Victory, OGEL. So it's BrettVogelmusic.com, and there's a forum page on there. Just reach out to me. I'd be happy to hear from you, hear your comments and your thoughts, and if there are any events, I'd be more than happy to perform and help out any local cause here in the Santa Clarita Valley area. And I'm very grateful to be here, and thanks to the guys here behind the scenes too. Nobody sees these guys, but they make it all happen. So
It's true. It's true. We're
you,
all one
Paul.
big family right here at KHTS. And thanks to Gary for
thanks to Gary
bringing you down
for
here.
inviting me as
yeah.
well.
Well, I tell you what, you're welcome to come to one of our Arts Commission meetings. If you want to join in that too, you'll meet a lot of people and you get involved, and you might check out the census tonight. And it's all one big happy family here in Santa Clarita.
It really is. It's an awesome town.
Well, we got a couple minutes left here. If you want to tell us about anything else that's coming up, or when we might be able to hear your music and so forth.
Well, Salt Creek, you can check out saltcreekgrill.com as well. They post all of the musicians on their site. I do play down in Malibu at Malibu Wines. I'll be in Agora Hills this weekend at the Ladyface Ale House. And down in Venice, I perform at the Talking Stick. And trying to think here. Nothing on the blog. I mean, I do have a YouTube page.
Yeah.
If you search Brett Vogel, there's some covers of some Van Morrison tunes, and there's a Dave Matthews song on there, and there's a couple live originals with some saxophone and some bass, and to spice it up a little bit.
You've also been you've opened for a number of artists too, right?
Yes. I've opened for Corey Chisel and the Wandering Sons, who are now on tour with Nora Jones, and I've opened for Collective Soul. And this is all back in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of getting things rolling again out here in Southern California area, and you're helping me along the way.
Well,
so.
we want to help you. We want to make it good for you. So I thank you so much for being my guest today, and I look forward to maybe you coming back in a few months. And
I would love to.
Tell us about what else is going on.
Very grateful to be here, so thank you.
All right. Well, thank you. And this, of course, has been Thursday Matinee, and we'll see you next week. This is your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS.